Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Peros. If you're joining this channel for the very first time, please do what like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the plosive consonants, that is the consonant T, D, P, B, K, and G. Are you ready? Let's go right in. Welcome back. In the past videos, we talked about the classification of sounds. As a matter of fact, in my first video, I attempted a pronunciation of all the 44 sounds that we have in English. In today's video, we'll be talking about the plosive consonants. And of course, those are the 6 of them appearing right now on the screen, but we'll take them in pairs. Okay? And the first pair we'll consider in this video is the T and the D pair. Okay? We'll see how they are different and the dichotomy of those sounds. Okay? Now, plosives. What are plosives? Plosives generally are sounds that we produce by shutting the mouth against the flow of air and releasing it suddenly. Okay? Plosive, from the word explode. Okay? They are sounds that we produce by shutting the mouth against the flow of air and releasing it suddenly. Consider this sound, T, T. Okay? There was a part where you closed the mouth. Look at that, T. Okay? D, P, B, K, G. Okay? They are plosives. Okay, that's what we call them. They are called the plosives. The ones we are considering right now are the alveolar plosives. Alveolar plosives. What are these alveolar plosives? What's the alveolar? In your mouth, there is a ridge at the roof of your mouth. I'm not sure you can feel it with your tongue, but if you put your hand in your mouth, you will see an edgy spot towards the roof of your mouth. That is what we call the alveolar. So for you to produce these 2 consonants, your tongue touches the alveolar. Okay? And when your tongue touches it, you now try to force out air suddenly. Okay? So we call them the alveolars because it is produced by using your tongue to touch your alveolar ridge. And they are called plosives because of the sudden flow of air. You are forcing out air suddenly. Okay? Now let's talk about this first one, T. T. This sound is seen in words like top, tap, take, to. Okay? Those ones are quite simple. Okay? Because we know that when a word starts with T, or when a word has the letter T, it should have that sound. Okay? Now, where this becomes complex is where we have false T's. Okay? False T's. What do I mean by false T's? Or what some people call silent T's, is where we have the letter T, but we do not expect us to say the sound T. For example, take this word. That word is pronounced as listen instead of listed. Okay? So even though we have the letter T there, the sound T is not present. Okay? We have other words like hustle, wrestle, castle, among others. Okay? We can have the letter T where we do not expect the sound T to be pronounced. Okay? And let's talk about the other one. The second one is the sound D. The difference between the first one and the second one is that the first one is voiceless. What does it mean when we say that is voiceless? It means that when you are trying to pronounce the first one, okay, there is no vibration in your vocal cords. But when you try to pronounce the other one, there is a vibration in the vocal cord. Do you want to try? Place your hand somewhere around this region and try to pronounce the 2 sounds. The first one is T. Say after me, T. 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 Now let's try the other one, D. 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 You would observe that when you pronounce the other one, there is some sort of vibration in the vocal cords. Okay, so pronouncing the other one requires that you create some sort of vibration in your vocal cords. And as a matter of fact, you would agree with me that some children, when they are just learning sounds and learning how to talk at the younger stage of their lives, they tend to pronounce the other sound as the first one. Okay, you can see a young girl saying tati instead of daddy. Okay, so that's how that works. So let's talk about the d sound. The d sound is seen in words like date, date, do, 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 dog, dog. Okay, you can see that those words have the sound da. Those words have the sound da. Okay, so how do we describe the first one? Ta. If you want to describe the first one in phonetics, you would say it is the voiceless alveolar plosive. Okay, in that it is voiceless because we are not using our vocal cords. It is alveolar because we are using our tongue to touch this part of our mouth, and it is plosive because we are releasing air suddenly. And the second one will be voiced alveolar plosive. Da, da, da. Voiced alveolar plosive. Now let's go a bit further into the confusion created by this sound. Now, these two sounds, let me say there is something like a war between them, in the sense that a word can have the letter of D, but the pronunciation expected is not D, or it is not D. The pronunciation expected is T, and I will show you how that works right now. Now we have something called present tense and past tense in English. In this case, words are converted to the past tense by adding ed. Okay, words are converted to past tense by adding ed. We call them regular verbs. Okay, they are converted to past tense by adding ed or d. Okay, but now we want to consider the ones that we convert by adding ed. So let's check it. Let's check it out. Now, when ed is coming after a voiceless consonant, when ed is coming after a voiceless consonant, it is not pronounced as d, it is pronounced as t. Again, when ed is coming after a voiceless consonant, it is not pronounced as d, it is pronounced as t. Look at this word, for example. This word is not pronounced as cooked. Cooked. The word is pronounced as cooked. 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 He had cooked before I got to the house. He had cooked before I got to the house. He had cooked before I got to the house. Okay, it is not he had cooked. Why is that? The consonant coming before the ed is the consonant k, which is a voiceless consonant. Look at this other one. This word is not pronounced as washed. It is pronounced as washed. 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 Okay, not washed, because the sound coming before is not a voiced consonant. So that said, I think it's very important at this point that I attempt to give you a list of all the consonant sounds that we have in English. So let's check out all the consonant sounds we have in English and divide them across the voiced and voiceless categories, so you know which one has t and which one has d. So let's check it out. Now, we have the voiceless on the left, on your left, on your left. Okay, so we have the voiceless on the left, the voiced on your right. Okay, so we have t, d, k, g, p, b, v, s, z, th, sh, j, and ch, j. Okay, those are the first 16. Okay, those ones have contrastive pairs. Now, if you should look at those categories properly, the ones on the right and the ones on the left, in each row, they have the same mechanism of pronunciation. Okay, the way you place your mouth for the first one is the way you place your mouth for the second one. So this 16 are the first 8 categories. Okay, I mentioned them first because they have pairs in that sense. Okay, now let's move on. On this side, we have the consonant ha, ha, which is also a voiceless consonant. Okay, and on the other side, we have some more consonants. Those are the consonant m, the consonant n, the consonant n, the consonant r, the consonant w, the consonant l, and the consonant y. Okay, making 24 altogether. Okay, so looking at the screen now, you would see that we have the voiceless consonants, all the voiceless consonants we have on the left, all the voiced consonants we have on the right. Okay, and if a word ends with any of the consonants on the left, it is the past tense form. The ed after the word is pronounced as t and not d. But if it ends with any of those voiced consonants, it is pronounced as d, d, d. Okay, so the word R-O-B, R-O-B, the word R-O-B, okay, the past tense of that word will be rubbed, rubbed, rubbed. Why? Because ba is what? Is a voiced consonant. So it's going to have the D. Now, there are exceptions. If the word ends with a t or a d, if it ends with the letter T or the letter D, it is pronounced as aid. So, W-A-N-T, the past tense will be wanted, wanted. This word, the past tense will be wanted, 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 wanted. Okay, this word, the past tense will be wounded, wounded, wounded. Okay, because it ends with the letter D and the first one ends with the letter T. Okay, so you can see how troublesome the sound T and the sound D can be. It can have the letter D, but the pronunciation is not D. The pronunciation is T. Okay, there are some more words that have the letter D. Okay, but the pronunciation is not D. Such words include this word. I mentioned it in the last video that this word is not Wednesday, but instead you say this word as Wednesday, Wednesday. Okay, another example is this word. Of course, you know that word is not soldier, right? The word is pronounced as soldier, 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 soldier. And another word that we have in that category, okay, this word is not pronounced as grandma, it's pronounced as grandma, grandma, grandpa, grandma, grandpa. Okay, so we can have a number of silent D's in words. Another word where D is silent is in the word answer. In that word, the letter D is silent. Well, that will be all for now in this video. This is the first part of the video. In the next part, we'll consider the sound P and the sound B. As you're watching this video, do well to like, share, and subscribe. If there's anything I said during the video that you need me to make clarifications on, you can use the comment section. Send me a comment or write a comment for me and I will reply to your comment. I'll tell you how it works, okay? And if there's anything maybe you felt, okay, I could have done it better, I could have said it better, let me know in the comment section. I would appreciate your honest feedback. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you so much. Thank you for watching my channel. And in the next video, we'll be talking about the sound P and the sound B. Bye for now.